Dr. Elena Vasquez pressed her palm against the quantum-encrypted console, her biometrics unlocking the most classified data stream in human history. The Deep Space Monitoring Array had detected it 3 months ago, a signal that shouldn't exist, broadcasting from empty space beyond the Kuiper belt. "Show me the latest analysis," she commanded, her voice steady despite the weight of what she was about to review. The holographic display materialized before her, showing wave patterns that defied conventional physics. The signal wasn't electromagnetic radiation or gravitational waves. It was something entirely new, a form of communication that existed in the quantum foam itself, manipulating the fundamental structure of space-time to carry information. Commander Harrison Chen entered the secure chamber, his expression grim. "The Defense Council is demanding recommendations within 6 hours. Half of them want to respond, the other half want to pretend we never detected it." Elena rotated the hologram, studying the signal's elegant mathematical structure. "They don't understand what they're looking at. This isn't just communication, it's a demonstration. Whoever sent this has mastered quantum mechanics at a level we can barely comprehend." The signal had appeared exactly 4.3 light-years away, the distance to Proxima Centauri. But deep space telescopes showed nothing there except the familiar red dwarf and its planetary system. Whatever was transmitting existed in a dimension parallel to normal spacetime, accessible only through quantum entanglement. "The linguistics team finished their preliminary analysis," Harrison said, activating a secondary display. "The signal contains mathematical proofs, star charts, and what appears to be a countdown." Elena's blood chilled as she studied the temporal markers embedded in the quantum structure. "How long do we have?" 72 hours. The next 18 hours blurred together in a frenzy of analysis. Elena worked alongside the world's best physicists, mathematicians, and xenolinguists, slowly deciphering the alien message. What they found challenged every assumption about intelligence in the universe. The senders called themselves the Wardens. They existed primarily in quantum dimensions, manipulating reality through probability waves and entanglement networks. To them, physical matter was merely one possible state among infinite quantum possibilities. But the message wasn't a greeting. It was an ultimatum. Dr. Sarah Kim, the team's lead xenolinguist, her hands trembling as she presented the translation. "They've been watching us for decades. Every nuclear test, every space launch, every breakthrough in quantum physics, they've catalogued it all." Elena studied the decoded sections, her understanding growing with mounting horror. "They're not concerned about our technology. They're concerned about our quantum signature." The truth was staggering. Humanity's advancement in quantum computing and communication had begun to destabilize local spacetime. Every quantum processor, every attempt at quantum tunneling created microscopic tears in the fabric of reality. Individually, these were harmless. Collectively, they were approaching a critical threshold. "We're accidentally weaponizing the universe," Elena whispered. The Wardens had encountered this before. Dozens of civilizations across the galaxy had reached similar technological thresholds. Most had heeded the warning and restructured their quantum technologies. Those that hadn't had simply ceased to exist. Commander Chen reviewed the stellar cartography data. "They're showing us the locations of 17 dead systems. Star systems where advanced civilizations used to exist." The quantum tears weren't just local phenomena. When they reached critical mass, they created cascade failures that could unravel matter itself, turning entire solar systems into expanding voids of quantum chaos. The Wardens existed to prevent such catastrophes, maintaining the stability of spacetime across the galaxy. Elena realized the elegant horror of their situation. They're not invaders. They're cosmic maintenance workers. The countdown continued. 54 hours remained. The Defense Council's emergency session devolved into chaos. Some members demanded immediate military mobilization against the alien threat. Others advocated for complete shutdown of all quantum research. A few suggested humanity should ignore the warning entirely. Elena found herself addressing the combined leadership of Earth's major powers, the weight of species survival on her shoulders. They're offering us a choice. We can voluntarily limit our quantum development, accept oversight, and join a galactic community we never knew existed. Or we can continue on our current path and face extinction. Secretary General Morrison leaned forward. What kind of limitations are we talking about? The technical specifications were precise and non-negotiable. Humanity could retain quantum computing, but only within specific parameters that prevented space-time destabilization. Faster-than-light travel would be possible, but only using Warden-approved technologies that didn't damage universal infrastructure. Weapon systems using quantum effects would be forbidden entirely. In essence, Elena explained, they're offering us a permanent junior partnership in a civilization that spans the galaxy, in exchange for accepting that we're not ready to handle unlimited quantum manipulation. General Rodriguez slammed his fist on the table. They want us to remain technologically inferior forever. This is conquest through intimidation. Elena pulled up the images of the dead systems. No, General. This is triage. They're trying to prevent us from accidentally committing species suicide. The debate raged for hours. Humanity's greatest strength, its refusal to accept limitations, had become its greatest weakness. The same drive that had taken them from caves to the stars was pushing them toward universal dissolution. With 36 hours remaining, Elena made a decision that would define humanity's future. Working with a small team of trusted colleagues, she began broadcasting Earth's response using the same quantum manipulation techniques the Wardens had demonstrated. The message was simple: we accept your guidance. We want to learn. The reply came instantly, flooding their quantum sensors with information. Star charts showing the locations of thousands of inhabited worlds. Technical specifications for technologies that could take humanity to the stars without damaging space-time. Cultural databases containing the accumulated knowledge of civilizations millions of years old. And something else coordinates for a meeting. Commander Chen stared at the navigation data. They want us to send a delegation to Proxima Centauri. There's a quantum gateway hidden in the system's heliosphere. Elena smiled for the first time in months. Not hidden. Waiting. They've been waiting for us to become wise enough to accept their help. The first human ship to use Warden quantum tunneling technology launched 71 hours after the countdown began. Elena watched from the observation deck as space folded around the vessel, delivering it instantly across 4.3 light-years of space. Humanity's first contact hadn't been with conquerors or destroyers. It had been with gardeners, beings who tended the universe itself, ensuring that intelligence could flourish without destroying the cosmic infrastructure that supported life. As the quantum gateway stabilized, Elena realized that this wasn't the end of human independence. It was the beginning of humanity's true education, the first step toward becoming worthy of the vast and carefully maintained universe they had always called home. The final warning had become the first invitation. And humanity had chosen wisely.